Hey, what's happening everyone? It's Scott here from WFLBC, and I'm still in Christchurch, New Zealand. I want to do a quick video about traveling with a drone, traveling on a plane internationally. I am flying a DJI Mavic Air, and so far I've had no problems with airports or security or anything like that. I just found a nice open spot here in Christchurch, so I'm going to get the drone in the air, take some shots, and then we'll come back and talk about what I use to carry the drone, some things you need to know before you travel with a drone, and where you can find local regulations. Alright, so that went well. Took a little while to calibrate the compass. That's one thing that you absolutely have to remember to do when you're flying somewhere new. Always calibrate your compass, even if it says that the home point is reset, and check it on the map. Just recalibrate anyways, because you never know. That's generally how most flyaways happen with drones, is when you don't have the home point or you don't have the compass recalibrated. So absolutely recalibrate your compass. Also, if you're in a place where there's seagulls will absolutely attack your drone while it's in the middle of the air, and that just happened to me now. Your best bet is to try to get it home to where you are as fast as you can, because you don't want to crash into a bird. You don't want to hurt the bird, because I mean, it's just protecting whatever it needs to protect around where you're flying, and you also don't want to damage your drone, and if it crashes over top of something, you could be in a whole lot of trouble. So just keep an eye out for birds, especially seagulls, because seagulls, they'll attack your drones, like no questions asked. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the hotel, and we're gonna look at my setup for traveling with this thing, and I'm gonna tell you why I picked the Mavic Air over the Mavic Pro or the Spark. Okay, so I'm back at the hotel. Sorry, I got interrupted there. Yeah, I just used this Low Pro shoulder bag as my walking around camera bag. Normally I'd have like a camera body and a couple of lenses and batteries and whatever else in the back here. But when I'm shooting with a drone, I'll keep my camera over here. I'll keep the remote in this side. I will keep the drone and the extra battery in this side, so it is ultra portable. Now when I'm traveling, I generally collapse this bag down and put it in a suitcase, because it's a little too small if I want to bring a good amount of gear on a trip. So I'll put this in a suitcase, and I'll use my camera backpack for most of my gear, and then a carry-on for a little bit of extra gear, and that's where I keep my drone when I travel. So I put it in this little camera insert here, which is just a divided square. So basically, the drone goes in there, controller goes in there, extra battery goes in here with the charger, and then I've got room for some cables, like I've got a shutter release and a USB cable, and put some other stuff in here. And this just pops into my carry-on like so. It's got nice little Velcro tabs. I think I got this on Amazon, and it was really inexpensive, and it works really well. So that just sort of tucks in the bottom corner of your carry-on, and then you've got all this extra space here for whatever else that you want to put in your carry-on. That's basically my travel setup with the Mavic Air. The reason I chose the Mavic Air over the Spark or the Pro, obviously it's less expensive than the Pro. It doesn't have the same flight time, but it is a little smaller. It does really nice 4K. The 1080 is also excellent. It's got a 3-axis gimbal. The Spark doesn't fold, and that was a big thing for me because it is smaller than this drone, but because it doesn't fold, it's a little more awkward to travel with. So that was my main reason. And the 3-axis gimbal is also quite nice. So if you're in the market for a travel drone, I highly recommend DJI Mavic Air. Just remember, know the rules where you fly, make sure you always calibrate your compass, and try not to crash into any birds. Birds hate drones. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to keep up to date on the rest of my New Zealand adventures over the next few days. I'll be headed back to Vancouver a week and a half or so. And thanks again for watching. See you in the next one.